Hey everyone! In today's modern society, infidelity has become a widespread phenomenon, yet it continues to be met with harsh criticism, especially when the one betraying the marriage vows is a woman. Women who step outside their marriages often face harsher judgment and more challenges than men. Many assume that a woman's biggest fear after cheating is being caught by her husband. While this is certainly a concern, it's far from the deepest fear most women experience after crossing that line. The truth is, the real fears lie deeper and revolve around personal identity, social judgment, and emotional consequences. In this discussion, we'll dive into the 3 hidden fears that haunt women after infidelity. Fears that could have far greater repercussions than being caught. If a woman chooses to take this path, she must be prepared to face these challenges. What are these fears, and why do they hold so much power? Stay tuned as we uncover the emotional complexities behind these situations and reveal the reality of what truly terrifies women after infidelity. Let's explore this sensitive and thought-provoking topic together. First, fear. Life changes with no way back. For a woman who has engaged in infidelity, one of her greatest fears is the irreversible changes it brings to her life. There's no turning back. An affair can disrupt the stability of her marriage, family, and social circles, potentially leading to permanent consequences that cannot be undone. The fear of losing her familiar life and being unable to return to how things were often weighs heavily on her mind. Though on the surface it may seem like she has found someone who loves her, the reality often leads to greater misery. She ends up juggling the delicate balance between her lover and her husband, while desperately trying to avoid disrupting her current life. It's important to realize that for most men, relationships with married women rarely come with genuine emotional commitment. By stepping into an affair, a woman is essentially venturing onto a one-way path. There's no way to carry her marriage on her back while sailing on 2 different boats. Even if her husband discovers the affair and chooses not to divorce her out of momentary forgiveness or hesitation, their relationship is unlikely to recover fully. The dynamics of the marriage may undergo drastic, irrevocable changes. This is why one of the biggest fears women face after infidelity is the monumental transformation in their marital lives, which may never return to normal. Second fear, family and children turning away. After betraying her marriage, a woman often has a plan for her next steps. Otherwise, she wouldn't have taken such a bold action. No matter the outcome of her marriage, she may find ways to cope. However, one of the deepest fears she faces after infidelity is its impact on her family, especially her parents and children. She dreads the possibility that her actions might lead to estrangement, with loved ones turning away from her out of disappointment or shame. The fear of losing the respect and closeness of her family, and the thought of causing them pain or embarrassment, often weighs heavier on her heart than the affair itself. This potential rift with those she deeply cares for is a haunting consequence she dreads to confront. Such repercussions can cast a long shadow over a woman's life. If her parents and siblings cannot forgive her for what she's done, she might find herself ostracized, while relatives and friends gossip about her actions. Compounding this, her lover might distance himself or disappear entirely, leaving her to face the fallout alone. When a woman feels betrayed by her own impulsive choices, this isolation and rejection become her greatest fears. Women are inherently emotional beings, and many who stray from their marriages do so because they feel neglected, unloved, or outcast in their own homes, leading them to seek solace in an affair. For such women, the thought of losing the support of their family is an unbearable burden. Third fear, the lover may not be genuine. Another profound fear for a woman after infidelity is the possibility that the man she has engaged with outside her marriage may not be sincere. She worries that he might only be interested in a fleeting affair, lacking the genuine care or commitment she secretly hopes for. This fear stems from the realization that she might have jeopardized her marriage and emotional stability for someone who doesn't truly value her. If this man ultimately distances himself or disappears, she would be left alone to face the consequences, feeling even more vulnerable and betrayed. Most affairs lack a happy ending, because such relationships are often impulsive and not built on genuine love. Yet many women in these situations seem blinded by the allure and fail to see the harsh reality. They hide their actions from their husbands, engage in relationships outside their marriage, and sometimes even choose to divorce when caught. However, reality often delivers a harsh blow. When they are with this new man, they find neither love nor stability, but instead become entangled in a new web of deceit. Women need to understand a critical truth. As a married woman, the man outside your marriage may only be using you for his own gain. Once he's had his time with you, he may simply move on to someone else. Affairs are rarely built on sincerity, and being abandoned is one of the most common outcomes. This harsh reality leaves women grappling with deep regret and emotional scars, realizing too late that their decisions were based on illusions rather than real connection. In short, while women who cheat may feel threatened or burdened by fear, this does not exempt them from taking responsibility or facing the consequences. Whether it's a man or a woman, impulsive mistakes should be met with efforts to repair the marriage, honor personal and familial responsibilities, and step away from extramarital entanglements. A woman cannot let a fleeting moment of indulgence lead to betrayal. Such actions not only leave a lifelong blemish on her character, but also negatively affect her entire life and those around her. Furthermore, in reality, very few men or women involved in extramarital affairs ever achieve a favorable outcome or lasting happiness. No matter the reasoning, it can never truly justify infidelity. The price a woman pays for such an act is often irreparable, a cost that shadows her for a lifetime. Women with these traits may experience bad luck and misfortune. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered if certain traits or behaviors could influence a woman's fortune? While luck is a combination of effort and circumstance, some characteristics or signs are often associated with misfortune. Women who exhibit these tendencies may face more challenges and setbacks in life. What are these traits? How do they manifest? And most importantly, can they be changed to improve one's destiny? Stay tuned as we dive into this intriguing topic. 1. You can't live without a man and struggle to find yourself. If you feel you can't live without a man, constantly seeking validation or purpose through relationships, this can be a warning sign of potential misfortune. Relying on someone else to define your worth makes it difficult to truly understand yourself and build inner strength. This dependency can lead to instability, as you may struggle to find direction or fulfillment on your own, bringing unhappiness and hindering personal growth. Women who lack inner stability often find it hard to uncover hope and strength in life, placing all their expectations on romantic relationships. This over-reliance on men, coupled with an inability to recognize their own value, often paves the way for misfortune, making life more challenging. Only a woman who remains clear-headed and self-aware can take charge of her life. Love is not an absolute necessity in life. Learning to love and value yourself is. True happiness begins with embracing your own worth, rather than relying on someone else to provide it. 2. Allowing others to drain your energy and over-sacrificing yourself. There's a saying, seek those who uplift your energy, not deplete it. If you constantly let others drain your energy and sacrifice yourself excessively, this could be another sign of impending misfortune. Continuously prioritizing others' needs over your own, to the point of neglecting your well-being, can leave you feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. Over time, this habit can lead to burnout, resentment, and poor personal boundaries, attracting more negative situations and people who exploit your kindness. Women who give too much often struggle to find balance, potentially missing out on their own growth and happiness. Protecting your energy and establishing healthy boundaries are essential to maintaining a positive and fulfilling life. A woman who struggles in life often does so because she doesn't know how to say no. If this habit persists, it will gradually deplete her energy, leaving her emotionally and physically drained. The less disciplined you are about guarding your energy, the more you allow others to misuse it. Without timely change, this pattern can cause your life to spiral downward, making it difficult to regain control and restore balance. Prioritize self-care and build resilience to steer clear of negativity and misfortune. Women need to understand a truth. Except for your husband, other men who approach you are only trying to take advantage of you. In this world, aside from your parents, the person closest to you is your husband. No matter the circumstances, your husband is the one who has been with you the longest. Some women are always attracted to other men and believe that other men are better than their husbands. There are all kinds of men in the world, some good, some bad, some average, and some special. But when a man is kind to you and tries to get close without any clear reason, what exactly are his motives? The answer is simple. Except for your husband, other men who approach you are only trying to take advantage of you. Taking advantage doesn't necessarily refer to physical actions. It could also refer to emotional manipulation. So, how should we treat a man like that? Advice 1. Don't be fooled by the sweet words of men outside your marriage. Women always enjoy hearing sweet words and often feel flattered by them. In the realm of emotions, it's normal for men and women to feel attracted to each other. The key is not to let yourself be swayed by the flattery of men who are outside your marriage. Be cautious when a man starts speaking sweetly to you, promising you a better life, and offering you more happiness. These sweet words can be tempting, but they often hide deeper, secret motives. Those sweet words may very well be lies created by men to take advantage of you. In the world of men, sometimes the more eloquent they are, the less trustworthy they become. They use sweet talk to cover up their true intentions. Remember, loyalty and genuine care come from actions, not empty promises or flattery. Protect yourself by recognizing the difference between sincere support and words meant to manipulate your emotions. Advice 2. Don't accept gifts from other men too freely. In social situations, it's normal for men to give gifts. However, if a man gives you a gift without any clear reason or invites you to dinner, a movie, etc., you need to think carefully about that. If you accept this gift, the man might misunderstand your intentions and think that you have a good impression of him as well. Accepting this gift might also make your husband feel uncomfortable. Therefore, be cautious when accepting gifts from men outside of your marriage. Although receiving a gift might seem harmless, it often comes with expectations or hidden motives. Accepting gifts can blur boundaries and might lead to misunderstandings about your intentions. Protect your relationship and maintain clear boundaries by politely declining gifts that could compromise your values or create unnecessary complications. Advice 3. Appreciate the man by your side. Your husband is one of the most important people in your life. He has walked with you through all stages of life, sharing your joys and sorrows. Sometimes we overlook our husband's kindness and take his efforts for granted. It's essential to appreciate the man who stands beside us. When you face true challenges, you'll realize that the person who genuinely loves you and treats you with sincerity is your husband. Women should not be swayed by the empty words of men outside their marriage. Words hold no real value. Don't place your trust in hollow promises made by others. You must resist the temptations of the colorful world outside. Don't let fleeting attractions or false promises lure you into compromising your body or soul. Cherish the man who stands by you through life's ups and downs. It's easy to overlook the stability, support, and loyalty that your devoted partner provides, but these are invaluable treasures. Take time to acknowledge his efforts, recognize his strengths, and nurture the relationship you've built together. By appreciating the man by your side, you strengthen the bond between you, fostering a deeper, more fulfilling, and lasting connection. A truly powerful woman never bows down to these 3 things. With the progression of time, societal evolution, and changing mindsets, more and more women are embracing independent thinking. They dare to break free from the shackles of traditional norms, paving the way for the awakening of women's consciousness. This type of empowered woman never bows down to these three things. Don't bow your head in love. Don't stupidly compromise. A strong woman doesn't bow down in love or compromise foolishly. She values herself and knows that true love doesn't require her to abandon her principles or lower herself. Instead, she seeks a relationship built on mutual respect and equality. A truly strong woman knows how to preserve herself in love and will never compromise just to please her partner. She believes that love must be based on equality and respect, not on compromise. You can't find true love by giving in. You can only lose yourself. A woman like this doesn't bow her head in love, but maintains her self-respect. She understands that only by loving herself can she truly learn to love others, to allow others to love her, and teach her partner how to love and respect themselves as well. She knows that compromising her values only leads to imbalance. A healthy love is one where both partners satisfy each other, without the need for sacrifice and submission from the woman. Don't bow your head in disappointment. Don't stupidly give up. Life's journey is often filled with challenges, but a truly strong woman knows how to persevere through setbacks without giving up on her dreams or aspirations. She refuses to abandon herself, doubt her abilities, or deny her worth. Instead, she holds on to the belief that every success must endure the test of failure. A strong woman doesn't let disappointments break her spirit or easily throw in the towel. She understands that challenges are an inevitable part of growth and refuses to let them define her. Rather than surrendering, she learns from her experiences, using them as stepping stones to build resilience and strength. She knows that giving up is the real failure, and she is determined to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. Her power lies in her perseverance, her courage to confront difficulties, and her unwavering resolve to not let temporary setbacks deter her from achieving her goals. By refusing to bow to disappointment, she not only strengthens herself but also becomes an inspiration for others to embrace life's challenges with confidence and determination. Never bow to right or wrong. Don't be someone who complains repeatedly. Most debates over right and wrong in the world are traps, pulling people into endless arguments as they try to prove themselves. A truly powerful woman stands firm in her beliefs and principles, whether she is perceived as right or wrong. She doesn't bow or compromise just to find temporary peace. Such a woman knows that expressing her views appropriately and walking away when needed is enough. Her strength lies in adhering to her principles and values. Even under immense pressure, she strives to stand by her convictions. She refuses to bow to external judgments, instead protecting her rights and dignity with grace and determination. At the same time, she approaches problems calmly and rationally, choosing resolution over endless complaints. She also respects others' perspectives, finding common ground while staying true to her own stance. She understands that true wisdom and success come from sincerity and mutual respect, not from forcing others to agree or conceding her own principles. This balance of conviction and adaptability makes her a force to be reckoned with, inspiring others to navigate life's complexities with courage and integrity. Why women married to wealthy husbands should still work instead of relying on them financially. It's undeniable that financially independent women are generally happier than those who rely entirely on others, especially in today's society where gender equality is highly valued. In the past, there was a traditional belief that earning money was the man's responsibility, while women were expected to take care of the household and children. However, even if a woman marries a wealthy husband, it's worth thinking twice before quitting her job to focus solely on the family. There are significant challenges and risks that come with financial dependence on a spouse. Here are the reasons why women, regardless of their husband's financial status, should maintain their own economic independence. Lack of voice in the family. One common issue in marriages where the wife is overly dependent on her husband is the loss of her own voice. When the husband is solely responsible for the family's finances, decision-making power often shifts heavily to him. Over time, you may find yourself feeling like a puppet, following his orders without the ability to push back or assert your own opinions. Feeling indebted to your husband. Women who rely financially on their husbands often develop a sense of indebtedness. Everything in life, from food to clothing, is provided by the husband. As a result, the marriage can start to feel less like a partnership and more like a relationship built on gratitude. You may find yourself constantly feeling obligated to repay your husband by overextending yourself, forgetting that you also contribute significantly to the family in other ways. Losing control. When your husband is the sole breadwinner, he often takes charge of all major financial decisions. If you want to treat yourself to an expensive pair of shoes, it might feel like you're asking for an allowance from your husband. This lack of control over your own spending can lead to a feeling of losing control over your life as a whole. Decreased self-worth. Everyone wants to feel productive and important. If you're not working and rely entirely on your husband for every dollar spent, you may begin to feel inadequate or that you're not contributing anything of value. Loss of freedom. Living in a marriage where you can't freely pursue what you want can be exhausting. Depending on your husband financially might make you hesitate to buy things you love or even give up personal hobbies for fear of wasting his money. Over time, you may feel like you've lost the freedom to make choices about your own financial and personal life. Difficulties saving for the future. Relying entirely on your husband for financial support makes it harder to save for unexpected situations in the future. This can leave you vulnerable in emergencies like divorce, unemployment, or other unforeseen circumstances. Feeling less loved by your husband. When you stay at home as a full-time homemaker instead of working, your husband might begin to assume that all household responsibilities fall solely on you. This can lead to feelings of being underappreciated and unvalued, making you question whether your husband still loves and cherishes you. Over time, these feelings can lead to sadness, resentment, and even depression.